Yo, welcome Flyffers. We are here with another advanced PvE guide today. We want to take a look at the two-handed 1v1 knight that is focused on two-hand swords. And in this guide we want to cover all the way from level 90 to 120. So if you are still in the level 1 to 90 range, make sure to watch the beginner PvE guide first before you return to this one. But before we start with the video, I noticed that 80% of my viewers are still not subscribed to the channel. So let's make a deal. You watch this video all the way till the end and I'm sure I earned your subscription by then. And now let's get right started. How to stat correctly. You do want to achieve certain breakpoints like having a 100% attack speed, for example, a decent hit rate and such. So to maintain this, you do need to have a total of 90 dexterity in your build and follow this up with strength. Since you are level 90, you should have realized by now how strong and important a ringmaster is. So if you do not have a own ringmaster at the moment, or like a permanent ringmaster like of your friend that you can play with, make sure to level at least a ringmaster to level 75 so you have access to all the buffs and especially GT to buff yourself. Now let's take a look what your average stats should look like at level 105 and 120. The knight has a pretty decent overall health rate, so you do not need to add any stamina to be able to fight the mobs. You should have about 5k attack right here. With the additional dex that you statted, you are easy at 100% attack speed and 100% hit rate, and this with a 50% critical chance, and your sword cross that you're able to block makes you really strong and doesn't require you to go like on any higher crit chance rates as well. Now let's look what the level 90 gear should look like that you actually have to grind all the way to 105. So you should be wearing a V set for a decent amount of defense, and it's giving you all the stats that you're looking for, like critical chance, attack speed, hit rate, to maintain this high sustainability. And a upgrade for 2+8 and 16% attack is more than enough, because at level 105 you will be switching. On the weapon, on the other hand, I would go full ham and give it the higher upgrade, going for a +10 right here and +10 element, and make sure that you're always using the element that is strongest against the monster that you're fighting. You can change those with the scroll of element change in the cash shop though. Now, what should the level 120 Supreme setup look like? What are you actually craving for? And this is an Ectro set right here. This is giving you, again, what you're looking for, but even more than the 90 set, because now the big difference is that you're having critical damage on there. And we already said that critical damage is the best source of damage in Flyff. So you're really well... you're pretty good to go for this stat right here, and this is why you can already go for a +10 and 28% attack upgrade. As the weapon of choice, you do want to use the legendary golden big sword. This is giving you, again, crit chance and critical damage. We talked about this, and lots of the LG weapons only give like 2 effects, like crit chance and crit damage, but the knight got a little bonus, and you even get like 15 more SDR of your main stat to increase your attack. And we already covered this at the Angel Big Sword. Make sure to go for a +10 upgrade here, and it is really important to get the +10 element as well and maintain the right element for the monsters you are fighting against. Now, good news for you. Awakenings are really expensive, especially when you have to buy all those scrolls. They're hard to drop. And since you are auto-attacking mostly and not using skills to level up, you do not need any, and just by doing nothing you just saved a whole ton of Penya. Good job. But the Penya you saved you can directly invest into upgrading jewelry, because since you already seen this right here, the Clockworks jewelry vanished from the build, and this is due to the reason that normal jewelry upgraded all the way to +20 has higher effects than Clockworks jewelry. And this way, you can basically ignore the Clockworks jewelry. The only thing you have to be careful here is that having certain upgrade stages on your ring, for example, like it goes for all jewelry, but like making an example on the ring. If you are having a level 11 ring, It could be that you have to be level 60 to wear it. If you're having a plus 12 ring, it could be that you're level 65 to wear it. This was just an example. The exact values are located in the upgrade guide on the channel. Make sure to check this out so you don't accidentally upgrade a ring higher than you're actually able to wear it and then have to spend, either not wear it or have to spend a lot of F coins on level reducing it. Now, which skills to use? We do not use any attack skills. We are having a bunch of passive skills that we want to have running at any time. And this is Rage, and for giving us more damage with the attack percent. The only downside is we will reduce our HP, but since the Knight has a decent stamina per HP ratio, we do not have any issues with keeping this skill up running at any times. The only thing you should be careful for is the food timing. So for example, if your pill is down, I would recommend waiting a little before reusing it so you always stay safe. For Empower Weapon, of course, this is another reason why we do want to have element on our weapon at any time. And then we're having the Sword Mastery for just additional plain weapon attack, and the Blazing Sword is giving us more of those precious hit rate percentages as well. Now let's finish it up about the pretty straightforward playstyle of a 1v1 Knight that is using two-handed swords, and it is auto-attacking mobs. Always try to attack them as close as they are to you, and as long as your food allows you to, or if you're having like a permanent ringmaster that is healing you, keep rage up at any times to get the significant bonus damage. The only times you do not want to have rage up running if the 15% attack rate is not making a difference on the average hits you need to kill a mob. So for example, you kill a mob in 4 hits with rage, and you kill the mobs in 4 hits without range, because the health of the mob and your damage results in you like basically over-critting the last part of the health. Then you either move up to higher mobs to fully extend your damage that you actually have, so you maybe can go like 1 level higher, and then your 4 damage hits will actually kill the mob really close without having excess damage, or you will just stop using rage while you're playing. Okay, so we are at the end of the video. I hope you liked it and I earned your subscription by now. And I would be happy if you give it a thumbs up and drop by our stream on Twitch that we are doing from the 14th of 6th almost daily. Cheers!